Hello, it's Judith here, and today I'm going to talk about social anxiety. And before you switch off and think that's not me, I don't have it, please listen just a little bit longer. It takes a number of forms, but the one that I am seeing a lot at the moment is people who are reluctant to leave the house, to go to school or to go to work, or to do certain social activities that probably they wouldn't even have given a second thought to pre-pandemic. And the reason is obvious. We have had now pretty much 2 years of effectively being told that outside is not safe. Now, as human beings, we have a natural tendency towards the negative because our ancient ancestors had to consider risk all the time. The minute they set foot outside the cave, either a wild animal was looking to eat them for lunch, or, the neighbouring tribe were wanting to fight them for their cave because it was better. So we naturally have this tendency to think about the things that might go wrong and therefore have a negative bias. Given what's happened over the past 2 years, given the number of times we have been told we've got to be sensible, we have been made to be sensible or to take certain actions that we wouldn't naturally do, it isn't surprising that we're all just a little bit hesitant. And I think that now, where England, almost alone amongst, at least the countries close to us, are taking very limited actions, and we're being told to make our own decisions. So that means each of us individually is having to think, do I do that? Do I do that? Who do I visit? Who do I mix with? Do I not mix with anybody? Do I just meet the same people, family or friends? We're all having to think, what is safe for us and for those around us? So we're continually being faced with this risk assessment decision. Is it safe to do X? Is it safe to do Y? Do I feel comfortable doing it? So I had for instance, just before Christmas, I have been in contact with somebody who tested positive. And I therefore had to make a decision about what I did with my clients. And what I chose to do was to tell them all the situation and to give them the choice as to whether they wanted to come and see me. I reassured them that I was lateral flow testing every day and that I was negative. And if I wasn't on the day I was due to see them, I would obviously let them know. But I gave them the choice. So in a sense, I was doing what Boris is doing and saying, over to you, make your decision. And in a sense, it felt right to me. I could have just cancelled all my appointments, but some people still wanted to come and see me. For some people, it was a risk worth taking because the benefits of coming to see me the week before Christmas were better than the risk. So the benefits outweighed the risk. Other people said no. Other people said no. If it hadn't been the week before Christmas, I would have risked it, but I don't want to spoil Christmas. And of course, that's exactly what we were told. Be careful what you do so that you don't spoil yours or other people's Christmases. So I believe that we're all, to a certain extent, suffering from social anxiety. Those people who already had it have had quite a nice time for the last couple of years because basically they've been told to do what they want to do, and that is, limit your social activity. For those of us who were fine before, it's not surprising that we have developed some concerns and are having to make some decisions about what we do and who we see. Now, for most of us, that's probably okay. We're making the decisions that we're comfortable with, given the situation, knowing that the situation will change and we'll have to make new decisions as the situation evolves. But if you're finding that your go-to decision is no, I will stay indoors and I won't go out and mix. Sorry for the noises off, that's my cat playing in the corner. I met a friend this week and she had to be persuaded by her husband to come and meet. There were just 4 of us meeting in a very safe environment. But she had got so used to not doing anything that she felt extremely uncomfortable coming out and meeting us. So only you can judge how comfortable you are with your level of social anxiety, your level of concern about going out to social activities outside of your own home or inviting people into your home. But if you're beginning to worry that you will struggle to get back to normal, or when you worry that you might struggle to get back to normal, when things get better and you're still finding you're living under the old regime, as it were, then come talk to me, get in touch with me, because social anxiety is one of the easier forms of anxiety to treat if it is tackled quickly. I am now working with some people who have let it go for far too long and who are effectively housebound or leading very, very limited lives. So don't let it get to that state. Come see me as soon as you think, actually, I'm not being sensible anymore. I'm being fearful and I'm making the decisions out of fear. And if you're doing that, please come and see me quickly, because we can sort it quickly. The longer you leave it, the harder it is to sort. And why go through that suffering anyway? So, social anxiety is a growing problem. And as I say, I think most of us are suffering from some degree of it, because we're being forced to think for ourselves about what risks we take. So if you need help now, come find me. And if you make a note to call me if you find you need help later. And meanwhile, as always, take care and stay safe.